Hi everyone, welcome to Happy Llama's Crochet. I'm Patty. Welcome back. If this is your first visit with us, welcome. Last week we did lesson number 1 where we learned how to do a slip knot, a chain stitch, and a single crochet. This week we're going to learn how to do a double crochet. It's very similar to the single, it's very easy. I am going to divide lesson 2 into 2 different videos because the first video was almost an hour long and that's just a little bit too long. So what I'm going to show you on part 1 of the second lesson is a quick review of the slip knot, the chain stitch, and then we are going to learn how to do the double crochet. On the second part of lesson number 2, we're going to work on our project. I did promise that each week we would have a project to work on so you could practice your stitches. So you will find that on part 2 of lesson 2. And for that project, we're going to make a washcloth, and it will be using not only the single crochets, but also the double crochet. So I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see my hands, and we're going to get started. Glasses first. What we are going to do is get our yarn onto our crochet hook, and in order to do that, we are going to do a slip knot. So you hold the working part of the yarn, which is attached to the skein, cross your hand, take the short end, make a loop laying that short end across the long end across your hand, hold that with your thumb, flip your loop down, and pull up this working piece of yarn right up through that loop. Hold on to the short side, the short end and the working end, and pull to make a knot. Insert your hook, tighten up those ends. So now you have your yarn attached to your hook. So now you have your yarn attached to your hook. Now we are going to we're going to start our foundation. We are going to chain 32 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 28, 29, and 30. Let's stop at 30 instead of doing 32 stitches. All right, now because we're going to do a chain stitch, we are going to do our stitch into the third chain from the hook. Remember, you don't count the loop that's on the hook. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Now in order to do a double crochet, when you did a single crochet, you inserted your hook into the chain stitch. Well, for double crochet, before you insert your hook, you are going to wrap your yarn. You're going to do yarn over, and then you are going to insert your hook into that chain stitch. Then you're going to do yarn over, pull back through that chain, and you see you have 3 loops on your hook. So you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. So again, after that, you still have 2 loops on your hook. So you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through those last 2. See, it's very simple. So we'll go to the next one. We're going to do yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull back through. You have 3 loops. you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and you're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. Again, I need some yarn here. Into that next chain, you're going to yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull back through. Whoops, mine didn't stay. That's okay. Yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull back through. I have 3 loops on my hook, so I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 of those. So I have 2 left. Yarn over, pull through the last 2. Okay, yarn over, insert into the chain stitch, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Once more, yarn over before inserting into the chain. So yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull back through. I don't know if you can hear that. That's my dog getting a drink. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the last 2. Okay, here we go. Yarn over, insert hook into the chain, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2 of those 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through last 2. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. See, now you can see this is of course, a taller stitch than what you had for the single crochet. Here's the chain that we're working out of, and here is our V's that makes up our top of our stitch. Okay, we're going to go again. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull back through. You have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Well, something didn't happen right. I didn't do something right here. We're going to pull, so I'm going to pull that out. I'm going back to the last stitch that I made. I'm going to pull those out, and I'm going to yarn over, insert through the chain, yarn over, pull back through. I have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Okay, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull back through. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through last 2. Just repeat that all the way down to the end, and I will meet you at the last couple of stitches. I'm on my last 3 stitches, so I'm going to yarn over and insert the hook into the chain, yarn over, pull it back through. I have 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through the second 2, the last 2. Again, yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull back through. Okay, the last chain, yarn over, insert into the chain stitch, yarn over, pull back through. I have three loops, yarn over, pull through the first two, and then we're going to yarn over and pull back through. I'm working with a cotton yarn. It makes the stitches larger, but also sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to work with, but I suggest that when you're first learning that's what you use, is a 100% cotton yarn, because you're able to see the stitches better. Okay, now because this is a double crochet, we want to turn. So single crochet, we chained one and then we turn. Double crochet, we're going to chain two. So I didn't go over this earlier, but in order to make a chain, you simply yarn over and pull through the loop. That's my first chain. You can see right here. And the second chain, we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop. Now we're going to turn, and we are going to go back and do our second row. When you get to the end of each row, you simply chain two, turn, and go back the opposite direction. Now, if you are right-handed, because I am left-handed, you simply reverse your hand, just like looking into a mirror. So here we go. We're going to do our first stitch, yarn over, put through that. And again, this is just like the first time. Let me pull this back out. You can see our stitches that we made. And when we go back through to crochet into these stitches, we want to go into these spaces on here. Here's one. Because you want to make sure that you go under both loops. Okay, so we are going to yarn over, insert my hook under both loops, yarn over, pull it back through, yarn over, pull through two loops, and yarn over, pull through the last two. Okay, we're going into this space right here under these two loops, yarn over, insert the hook under those two loops. You can see I have these two, both sides on there, both not loops, both parts of my stitch. I'm going to yarn over, pull back through. I'm going to yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through the last two. Okay, yarn over, insert under the next stitch, getting both parts of the stitch, the front and the back, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through the last two. Okay, so you're just going to keep doing that all the way down. Go ahead and go down, and I will meet you at the last stitch. Just make sure that you get under both parts. Just make sure you get under both parts of that first stitch. Not the first stitch, of each stitch. And again, as before, don't worry about the size of your stitches at this point. The more you do them, the more even they will be. But let's just learn the stitches first. I actually enjoy doing the double crochet stitch. Next week we are going to learn a stitch that is very similar to this one. It's very easy to do. It's called the half double crochet. And I'm not going to tell you how to do it right now because I don't want to get anyone confused. but I will tell you this, it's a little bit simpler than the double crochet. So I'm going to pull some more yarn out. This week, I made a dragon, and waiting for the hair to come in. I had to order it online because I couldn't find it at any local stores. And today I'm going to start on a sunflower turtle. It's for an order. And it'll be all green, and then its shell will look like a sunflower. It's really cute. And then when I finish that, this week I'm also going to make a manatee. We have a lot of manatees down here in my area in Florida right now because of the cold weather, and we have fresh springs, and the temperature is I think 72 degrees all year round. So the manatees migrate to the springs in the winter and live down here. They're very popular. They're adorable. They are also called sea cows, and they love people. And if you get in the water with them, they love to play, and they don't want to leave you alone. I've never been in the water with them, but I have seen videos, local videos of people who have, and they're just very docile creatures. They're adorable. So I have a person that placed an order for a manatee. So I'll be working on that, and I'll be sharing that with you all next week. And then, of course, March will be here, and I purchased a pattern for some Easter bunnies that are so cute. They have their little ears tied up. They're so adorable. So I'll be making those in different colors. I just placed an order for the yarn, and it should be here next week, so just in time. Okay, I am on my second to last stitch. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, making sure I'm under both the front and the back of the previous stitch that we made. Yarn over, pull that back through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. All right, this is my last stitch. Yarn over, insert through the space under the stitch, yarn over, pull it back through. I've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last one. Okay, now we are going to, again, because we're at the end, see, still, I love this stitch. Okay, we are going to do 2 chain stitches, and we're going to turn and go back in the opposite direction. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, pull through first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next one. So you're going to continue on. When you get to the end down here, the last one, you're going to chain 2, turn, and go back the other way. And then you can make a swatch. I would say probably, well, do it enough times until you feel comfortable, and then probably add about 2 or 3 more rows. So you can really get very comfortable with making this. Okay, so now I'm going to, I lowered my phone, and I want to show you some things that I made. I forgot to show you last week. I have been making loaf cats, they're called, because they look like a loaf. This is my gray kitty. I use safety eyes, and I used a safety nose. He's got his little ears and his short little tail. So I made this one, and these are really fun to make. And if anybody will probably at some point have a lesson on making these too, because they're very popular. I've got my safety eyes in, my little nose, and when you start making this, you start from the face. You start right here. His nose is right in the center of the stitching. He's got his cute little ears, his little tail. I think he's adorable. Then I have one that's all white, and she has green eyes, safety eyes, and his little nose. And I just love the tiny little feet and a white tail. And the last one, I had more, but I've sold some, and of course my grandkids wanted some. This one, poor little kitty, he's got his little ears and his nose, his nose and his eyes. I can't get my fingers in my mouth to work. This one doesn't have a tail. He does have his little tiny feet, but I forgot to put the tail on him. So that's it. That's it for our lesson for this week, our double crochet stitch. I am going to turn this video off, and I'm going to work on part 2 of lesson 2, our project, which I said earlier is going to be a washcloth, and it's going to be using single crochet and double crochet, so you'll be able to practice both. So if you have any problems with today's lesson, just put your questions in the comment and I will answer them on there. And I encourage you to go over to my Facebook page, Happy Llamas Crochet, and post your project once you get it done. Or if you want, you can post your swatch that you're making, and just share that with the community. I want to get a community going here, and I will let you in on a secret. I am going to start Crochet Wednesdays, where we will be making a project that takes more than 1 week. It's going to be kind of a crochet along, and each project will take a certain number of weeks, and we'll I'll give out so much information the first week, and then the second week, the next part we'll do, and I'll share that with you. These are going to be patterns that you, most of them you won't have to purchase. If you do, it'll be very little money for that. And I hope that you will join me on Wednesdays as we do our crochet along. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. It's either going to be this coming Wednesday or the following. Yeah, I may wait until the first Wednesday in March to get that started. Then I can get organized and get all my yarns and needles and everything that I need. But I will let you know ahead of time what things you're going to need in order to make these projects. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. I'm already at 30 minutes. I didn't want this to be that long. I am going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you in lesson 2, part 2. Bye.